I like to play with my life in many ways, that's what they say. Here I am, I'm Rigodon. I'm a Tico, the mascot.
It's my turn, the gentle touch. And mommy, they love me so much.
Hey, now the story must go on, 'cause a lot of time is gone. We must be ready to go away.
80 days around the world, we'll find a pot of gold. Just sitting where the rainbow's ending time. We'll fight against the time, and we'll fly on the white wings of the wind. 80 days around the world, though we won't say a word before the ship is really back. Round, round, all around the world. Round, all around the world. Round, all around the world. Round, all around the world.
London in the year 1872. Oh, mon Dieu, what a city. My name is Rigodon, and I have come to England from France to see a very fine gentleman, one Monsieur Willy Fogg. I have heard he is looking for a butler, and at 8 o'clock precisely, I am to present myself at his elegant home in Savile Row. It is there our story begins. I hope my references are in order, Monsieur Fogg.
I see here that you previously worked in a circus.
Yes, as a juggler, a trapeze artist, and a tightrope walker. Before that, I was a fireman. Yay! In Paris.
Well, that's fascinating, but why do you want this particular job, Rigodon?
Well, almost my whole life has been spent traveling around. I have grown tired of living like that, and I would like to settle down.
Go on.
That is the reason why I left the circus. I then went to work as a butler for a very nice gentleman. But I found out later that he was traveling constantly. He rarely stayed in one place more than a day or two. It was worse than the circus.
I see.
Monsieur, may I ask if you travel a lot?
I haven't traveled in years. I lead a very quiet life, I can assure you.
Then to work for you, Monsieur Fogg, would be like a dream come true.
Hey, I'm getting
Ooh, my throat is sore.
Perhaps you should see a doctor. It could be serious, you know.
I have had it ever since I left France. I assure you it is nothing to worry about, huh?
Hey, Rigodon, I'm a I see. I had no idea you were a ventriloquist as well.
Oh, yes. To be a good circus performer, you need many skills, Monsieur Fogg.
Hey, can you hear me?
Voila!
Well, the job is yours, Rigodon.
What? Thank you, Monsieur.
And from this moment, that is the 29th minute of the 11th hour of Wednesday, the 2nd of October, 1872, you are employed as my butler, Rigodon.
Oh, sir, I am most grateful.
You will find your work schedule on the door of your room at the top of the stairs. Follow it to the letter.
I will, Monsieur Fogg.
With regard to meals, you may eat whenever you wish. Now, I must go. If I'm not mistaken, it's 11:30.
Au revoir, Monsieur Fogg. What a gentleman.
We did it, Rigodon! We did it! What a great team!
Just what do you mean, we, Tico? You almost lost us this job. My new master headed for his club where the latest news in London was being discussed.
The story in the press is rather vague.
It was the work of a shameless scoundrel, a fiendishly clever criminal. He was thought to be one of our many gentlemen customers, but when the teller turned away, he raised his cane and then struck it.
Oh! Was he hurt badly?
What's important is that I've lost over £50,000. Do you hear? 50,000!
Unforgivable!
Not that I blame the teller, gentlemen. Poor Jenkins couldn't have any way of knowing that the man was a thief. Our clients are highly respectable. The thief obviously disguised himself as a gentleman. It's shameful.
Sounds like a professional.
Have you any clues to the bounder's identity?
No, but Scotland Yard are talking to witnesses now. Commissioner Rowan is taking charge of the investigation personally. The villain will soon be caught, mark my...
And he didn't look suspicious at all, you say, Jenkins?
I was caught completely off guard, Commissioner. I never suspected a man that looked like that could be a bank robber.
Can he judge a book? Can he judge a book? Or what was it? Can he judge a book?
Please catch the scoundrel, Commissioner Rowan. You know how Mr. Sullivan is. He thinks it's all my fault. I'm afraid he's going to strangle me.
Commissioner!
Here are the artist's impressions of the thief, sir, based on the eyewitness accounts.
Excellent. Good work, Inspector Dix. Is this the man, Jenkins?
I'm sorry, sir. It looks nothing like him.
Aha. Well, what about this one?
Why, yes, that's him.
You sure?
I'm convinced of it. I'll never forget that face.
Find the suspect and bring him in for questioning immediately. Here's his picture. If you two bundle this, you'll be back pounding the streets, I'm warning yous.
Right, sir. You needn't worry. When the reputation of Scotland Yard's at stake, we won't let you down.
It's amazing how quickly one can travel now. When I was young, it took so long to get anywhere. But now I suspect that one could travel around the world in less than half a year.
I agree with you, Lord Guinness. Amazing.
If only I were a young man again like you. I would attempt to travel around the world in less than 3 months.
Lord Guinness, this is surely just absurd fantasy. If you think it's possible to circumnavigate the globe in 3 months, why don't you do it?
Don't scoff. If I were younger, I would certainly do it.
What Lord Guinness has just said is no fantasy, I can assure you.
Have you lost your wits, Fogg?
Not in the slightest. In fact, I think 3 months is too long. 80 days should be quite sufficient, Mr. Sullivan.
What? Fogg, I do believe that's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
On the contrary,
What are you talking about?
this very morning I happened to read an article that convinced me that one could make the journey in that time. Written by a reporter called Ralph.
Oh, Ralph, he's a youngster on my staff, quite industrious, works overtime, that sort of thing. Well, now, I suppose it's an interesting theory.
A theory doesn't necessarily mean it's possible, Mr. Fogg.
But the itinerary proposed by Ralph in his article proves that it can be done. Allow me to explain.
Well,
The first destination would be Paris, then on to Brindisi, and from there to the Suez Canal. By which time 7 days will have elapsed. Travelling through the canal to India, one could reach Bombay on the 13th day of the journey. It will then take 3 days to reach Calcutta by train, then another 13 days to arrive at Hong Kong by sea. From Hong Kong to Yokohama, another 6 days. From Yokohama to San Francisco, 22 days. Travelling across America to New York would take 7 days, and finally from New York to London.
Which takes how long, Fogg?
9 days, sir. A total of 80 days.
Amazing! It really is possible.
he's talking nonsense as usual. I challenge you to make the journey, Lord Guinness.
Me? That's not fair. I'm too old to do that sort of thing.
Gentlemen, I will prove it can be done.
What's that, Fogg?
I shall travel around the world in 80 days myself.
Fogg, you seem like a sporting man. So, I will bet you £2,000 that you can't make it around the world in 80 days. No, make that £5,000.
And I'll bet the same amount.
You can count me in for 5,000. Huh?
I'm game. 5,000 on Sullivan.
You accept the wager, Fogg?
Absolutely. So that makes a total of 20,000.
Precisely, Mr. Fogg. When do you plan to leave?
Tonight.
This very night?
Bravo, Fogg!
There's a train leaving Charing Cross Station at 8:45 this evening bound for Dover, and I intend to be on it. But before I leave, let's confirm the conditions of this wager. Today is the 2nd of October, which means that I must return to London no later than the 21st of December. I shall travel around the world and return to this very room by 8:45 p.m. that evening.
I was settling into my peaceful new life when Monsieur Fogg returned home. Why, Monsieur Fogg, I hadn't expected you back so soon. I trust you have had a good day, sir. Shall I prepare your supper now?
Supper will have to wait.
Oh?
I want you to pack our bags, Rigadon, as quickly as you can and meet me in the study. We'll be leaving shortly.
Did you say leaving, monsieur?
That's right.
But where are we going?
We're going on a trip.
What sort of a trip, monsieur? Where are we going to go?
Around the world.
Hey, around the world?
Yes, Rigadon. We're going around the world in 80 days. Be ready to leave the house in 26 minutes precisely.
80 days to go around the world? Oh.
So there it is, transfer.
80 days to go around the world, eh? And if Willy Fogg succeeds, you and the others stand to lose £5,000 each.
The money isn't important. What disturbs me is that if he succeeds, he'll become a hero. That cannot be allowed to happen, Transfer. Willy Fogg is the most conceited man I've ever known, so you and I are going to humiliate him. We are going to humble him before the eyes of the world and expose him for the worthless braggart he really is.
Pay me well enough, and I'll make sure Willy Fogg doesn't win the wager.
Read all about it, Willy Fogg to go around the world in 80 days. Thanks, Gov. Read all about it.
This Willy Fogg chap looks vaguely familiar. Now, where have I seen him before? It's the robber! We'll have to follow him.
I think he's crazy. I do.
Thank you for coming to say goodbye.
Good luck, Fogg. I have every faith in you.
Thank you, Lord Guinness. You're very kind. Goodbye, gentlemen.
Hurry up, Willy!
Wait for me, Inspector. Oh, wait, hold on.
And so we left London on the start of our incredible journey. The train took us through the countryside of southern England until we reached the White Cliffs of Dover. From there, we travelled by paddle steamer across the Channel to my homeland, France. No sooner had we arrived at the bustling port of Calais when we boarded another train to my favourite city, Paris. Oh, mon Dieu! It was nice to be back, and I had forgotten just how friendly a place it could be.
Bonjour. Pardonnez-moi. I could not help noticing. You are in need of a coach, are you not, monsieur? You look kind and honest. Perhaps you would like to share this coach with me. I can take you directly to Lyon Station.
That's very kind of you. Well, are all Parisians this generous, Rigadon?
Oh, but of course, monsieur.
Please, you must.
We are indebted to you, mademoiselle.
Inspector, look, they're getting away. Yes, I can see that. No, don't just stand there! Where shall I stand? Find us some transport! We mustn't lose sight of him! Keep pedaling, Bully! Faster!
Huh? Pardonnez-moi, mademoiselle, but I think we are going the wrong way.
This is a shortcut, I know. Do not worry.
But, I recognize this road, and it is taking us away from the station, I am sure.
How can that be? Oh! Driver, you must stop this coach at once. I apologize, Monsieur Fogg. The driver has taken the wrong turn. I will go and show him the way.
That's most kind.
Just give me the reins.
What? You are not a lady.
No, I'm not. Here, get up, get up.
The carriage is out of control.
Right, we must stop this coach.
Yes, sir. Oh.
Try to stop it, Rigadon.
Leave it to me, monsieur. Sacre bleu. Huh? Mademoiselle?
I am no mademoiselle.
Oh!
It's time you were leaving.
Chico, help me!
Come on, you pesky butler.
Chico, where are you? Chico, help me! Chico,
Go, Curse!
I'm coming, Rigadon!
Huh? And who are you?
I'm Rigadon's best friend.
Amazing.
Him and me, we go back a long, long way.
Really?
I tell you all about it later. I'm coming, Rigadon! Chico, where are you?
Shut up, fool!
Let's see how that bully likes this. Catch me, Rigadon!
Rigadon! Grab the reins, quickly!
Yes, sir. Right away, monsieur.
Try and stop those horses!
Whoa!
I'll catch up with you, Willy Fogg. I'll make you and those two idiots pay dearly for this. Just you wait and see. No, no, no.
Having defeated the mysterious hijacker, we wasted no time in turning the coach around and getting to Lyon Station as fast as we could. We had no idea that two policemen from Scotland Yard were doing their best to keep up with us.
Willy Fogg and the others must be aboard that train. We must go after them.
Oh, not again, Governor!
Follow your orders! And follow the train!
You're hurting
fascinating, right, Inspector?
Absolutely fascinating. So you and Tico work together in the circus, eh, Rigodon?
Yes, sir. I am sorry that you have not yet been introduced.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Fogg.
Aha.
How do you do? Huh?
It's an honor to make your acquaintance. Now I understand you're not a ventriloquist at all, are you, Rigodon? Because it was Tico hiding in your bag all along, am I right?
Yes, sir. You see, I thought you would not hire me as your butler if you thought there were 2 mouths to feed.
Don't worry, Rigodon. I think Tico's a charming little fellow, and I'm grateful for his bravery back there.
In that case, Monsieur Fogg, would it be all right with you if Tico were to accompany us on our trip around the world? Huh?
I don't think he's got any choice, Rigodon. We're on our way, and it's too late to turn back now.
Oh, so you really don't mind?
Not at all. We're going around the world in 80 days, and as the saying goes, the more the merrier.
You won't regret this, Mr. Fogg.
Welcome aboard.
Hey! Whoa!
I've got you, Tico. Having traveled the length of France, our train eventually emerged from the beautiful Swiss Alps, and we found ourselves in sunny, romantic Italy. Our journey continued to Italy's southern coast, and before long we reached our destination, the small, bustling seaport of Brindisi.
Italia!
Italy!
Now, we have precisely 1 hour and 10 minutes before our ship sails for Egypt.
As our ship left Brindisi Harbour, bound for the Suez Canal, we still had no idea that we were being followed.
Can't we go home, sir? We need proof, Bully, that he's the bank robber.
You've got this far, Willy Fogg, but you won't get around the world in 80 days. Not if I have anything to do with it, you'll see.
We had now reached Egypt and the Suez Canal, and our magnificent sailing ship, the Mongolia, made full speed for the docks. Having disembarked, we went straight to the British consulate to get visas for our passports.
We'll soon have you on your way.
Thank you. We are in a hurry.
Yes?
I'd like your opinion on this antique vase of mine.
Not now. Can't you see I'm busy? It's probably just a fake.
No, it isn't a fake. Please look.
It's so beautiful.
It's pretty big for a vase.
It's gold?
Bellissimo!
Now let's see. He's stolen your passport, Mr. Fogg.
After him!
Come on, Bully. Don't worry, Inspector. I'll leave it to me.
Without your passport, Willy Fogg, your journey is over, and Sullivan will win the wager.
It looks like we have lost him, Monsieur Fogg.
Nonsense, Rigodon. All we have to do is follow his camel's footsteps. We'll catch up with him. Come on.
Look, Monsieur Fogg, that's his camel. Whoa there! That means a thief must be hiding in the ruins.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Very well, sir. Tico, stay and guard the camels.
What?
Where is he?
Oh, I can't just sit around here doing nothing. Oh, hey, Rigodon, wait for me.
How dare you violate my sacred temple? No one has ever entered this temple and lived to tell the tale. In looking for this, you have invoked the temple's curse.
Oh, the passport. Do you think I could have it, please, Senor Ghost Ham? Please, maybe I could have it.
You petrified squirt. If you want it so badly, come and get it. Or would you prefer it if I came to you?
No, please, no.
It's no use trying to escape, you know. There is nowhere to hide. The spirit of the temple is everywhere. Now prepare to die a horrible death. You are doomed.
Eh? Hey, I got it, Rigodon. Aha! I saved the day again, huh?
Huh?
Glad glad you finally made it, Rigadon, but you don't have to look for that villain anymore.
What do you mean?
I got the passport back from him.
Well done, Tico.
It was nothing, Mr. Fogg.
Having recovered the stolen passport, we rejoined our ships in Mongolia. Our next destination would be Bombay.
Wait for us! Come back!
Oh, get up, Willy!
Come back!
Hey, those two are going to be left behind.
Rigadon, fetch the rope.
I'll get it at once, monsieur.
You can't leave us here! Wait!
There.
Hold on, Bully, this is our only chance.
Can't we just go home, Governor?
Hold on, that's an order.
Right.
During the long voyage to Bombay, we witnessed some incredible sights. Oh, mon Dieu!
Just look. They can leap so high, huh?
Amazing, huh, Tico?
Not so close.
Don't worry, Tico. They won't get hurt.
Which is more than I can say for you, Willy Fogg.
Before long, we docked at Bombay. Well, here we are.
It's only taken 18 days to reach India from Italy.
At this rate, we'll set a world record.
Thank you very much, Captain, for a wonderful voyage and introducing me to Brigadier Corn. I'm most grateful to you.
It's my pleasure to have been of assistance to a fine gentleman like yourself, Mr. Fogg. As for the Brigadier, if anyone can guide you through India, he can.
That's very kind of you, Captain. It's true there is no finer guide to India than myself, just as there is no finer mariner worthy of the title ship's master than your good self.
Thank you. Well, gentlemen, good luck on your journey.
As soon as we disembarked, we went straight to the local market, where we were to buy supplies for the next stage of our journey.
Rigadon, I'm trusting you to pick up what we need.
Just leave it to me, monsieur.
Oh boy, food! Smell that lovely food! I'm starving already!
I think your brain must be made of spaghetti.
Spaghetti!
I say, I happen to have a deck of cards with me, Fogg. Perhaps you'll enjoy a few hands of whist while we're waiting for the train.
Yes, I'd enjoy a game. We'll see the two of you at the station in a few hours' time.
Excuse me, sir. Did you hear what Willy Fox said? 4 whole hours. Couldn't we just lie down and take a nap in the shade?
Take a nap? We can't rest now, Bully. We've got a job to do. Come on, we must follow Willy Fogg.
Hey, Rigadon, let's look at this lovely
Wait,
temple.
Tico.
Oh!
Oh!
Hey, look over there! Oh, that lovely fruit! Come on, Rigadon, let's go and get some, yippee!
Shh, be quiet, Tico. Someone may hear us. We shouldn't just take it, you know.
Ha!
Tico, put it back.
They won't mind. Holy people are always giving away food. Hoopla! Hey, I didn't think I'd get to be a cowboy until we got to America.
Oh,
They must be sacrificed.
no. Oh, mon Dieu.
Oh, Rigadon, I think we upset them.
Oh, you are right, Tico.
They must die.
Whoa.
Let's run for it.
Oh, get in. Whoa.
Get him!
Oh, mon Dieu.
Here he is.
Oh, hold on tight.
Don't swing the bag around, Rigadon. You give me a headache.
How odd. They should be here by now. They're late.
You can't afford to wait for them. You'll fall behind schedule. You go ahead, Mr. Fogg. I'll wait for them.
Monsieur Fogg, wait for us. We are here.
Well, about time, Rigadon. Where's Tico?
I'm in here, Mr. Fogg.
Right, come on, let's get aboard.
Do you see who's getting on the train, Bully? It's one of his men.
Now here we go again.
Oh, mon Dieu. I was so relieved when our train left Bombay. If those priests had caught us, our journey would have come to an horrible end. Now we were on our long train journey to Calcutta, and for nearly 3 days we gazed in amazement at the sights of this vast country. Because we were following Monsieur Fogg's tight schedule, all we could do was reflect on the glorious mysteries of India's ancient civilizations. During our long journey, we took a very welcome break in the colorful marketplace of a local village.
Smell that delicious food, Inspector. Shall we get some?
What do you say?
Why don't we buy some local delicacies, Inspector, and take them with us?
If we spend all our money on food, we won't get back to London.
Starving.
Back up, Willy!
You won't escape the trap I've set for you this time, Willy Fogg, huh? Wait! Come back! You can't live without me! I've got to stop Willy Fogg! Come back here! Ooh. Wait! You can't leave me behind!
Dawn broke, it brought with it a nasty surprise.
Huh? I don't believe we're scheduled to stop yet, Brigadier.
Oh? We have stopped in the jungle.
Yes, but why?
Maybe we are broken down. If that is the case, we will be late getting to Calcutta.
We'll get there, don't you worry. Now please go and inquire as to why we've stopped, Rigadon.
At once, Monsieur Fogg.
Oh,
Tico!
leave me alone, Rigadon. I'm dreaming about pizza.
Come with me.
Ah!
We have to find out why we have stopped. Huh?
Oh, Mamma Mia, it's the end of the line.
Monsieur Fogg, this is an emergency.
What's the problem?
We cannot go any further.
We've run out of track, Mr. Fogg.
That's absurd.
Impossible. It cannot be.
To our horror and dismay, we discovered that the track to Calcutta had not yet been completed.
I'm quite flabbergasted. It's a mystery.
Grrr, I said hurry up! Come on, I haven't got all day!
Hey, look, here comes a man with an empty elephant. Hey, Mr. Elephant Man, over here, this way, hey!
If you are wanting a ride, I can take you to Allahabad.
You're most kind.
Oh, think nothing of it. I often come to the assistance of travelers stranded here by the railway. We can set off at once.
We are journeying around the world in 80 days, and we need to get to Allahabad before the train leaves for Calcutta. Is that all right?
Don't worry, don't worry. Just climb up onto Core's back.
Hey, I see this fellow already packed his trunk. Up.
Okay, we are all aboard. Get us to Allahabad as quickly as you can, monsieur.
Certainly, Sahib. Hold on. Forward, Core. Forward!
Hey, that's no way to handle an elephant.
I'm sorry if I startled you, Sahib.
Can we hurry?
It was not the most comfortable mode of transport, but at least we would get to Allahabad and from there to Calcutta.
Excuse me, gentlemen. You must get off the train. We've reached the end of the line.
What?
Thank you.
End of the line?
What? Oh, no, Bully. Where's Willy Fogg, huh? He's disappeared into the jungle with his cronies.
Jungle?
We'll never find them in there. We'll have to go on now, Bully.
Oh, we should book some food. I'm starved. If we can pick up their trail, sir, we can follow them on foot. They can't have got very far.
Halt! My elephant is needing to rest, so we'll camp here for the night.
Good to feel the ground under one's feet again, what?
Tico, come and help me prepare the supper.
Okay.
That night, we slept under the beautiful Indian sky. Monsieur Fogg was confident that we would reach Calcutta in good time. But when we awoke in the morning, another surprise awaited us.
Rise and shine, everybody. If we're to keep to our schedule, we must get going soon. Good morning, Co-op. What's this?
Hey, it looks like the elephant driver's turban. But what is it doing on the floor?
I have a feeling that all is not well, Rigadon.
Huh?
Something wrong, Mr. Fogg?
What do you make of this?
Well, I'd say it looks rather like the elephant driver's turban.
Whoever he was seems to have abandoned us. Rigodon, can you handle an elephant?
Yes, sir. I used to ride one in the circus.
Well, I want you to ride this one.
Ready whenever you are, Koa.
Well done, Rigodon.
I am a bit rusty, Monsieur Fogg. Hop, hop, hop.
We'll soon be there, Mr. Fogg.
Hop. Good girl, Koa. Hop, hop, hop. Why are you stopping?
What's the matter, Rigodon?
Something seems to have startled the elephant.
Listen, can you hear that strange drumming sound?
Huh? Why, yes.
It is getting closer.
There are savage fanatics who worship the goddess Kali. If it's them, they could attack us.
Hide Koa at once.
Yes, sir.
Quickly, everyone.
Oh boy, how are we gonna hide an elephant?
They're getting closer. Everybody hide.
Ay, ay, ay.
How can you eat a banana at a time like this?
You know I always get hungry when I'm nervous, Rigodon.
Shh. If they find us, they'll kill us. We've got to rest, Governor. I think I'm coming down with a jungle fever.
Steady on, Bully. We can't stop now. We must catch up with Willy Fogg no matter how ill we get.
We had stumbled across a mysterious temple where a sacrifice to the goddess Kali was about to take place. The sacrifice of a young woman.
Oh, great goddess Kali, we give to you this human soul to enrich your spirit world.
Brigadier, we must rescue that poor girl.
Impossible, Mr. Fogg. Nothing we can do for her.
We have the element of surprise on our side, Brigadier, so we may just have a chance.
What do you suggest, Mr. Fogg?
We'll make a surprise attack using the elephant. It might just scatter them long enough to give us the time we need.
Good idea. Rigodon, you go in first and act as decoy.
Very well, monsieur.
Oh, no.
Huh?
It looks like we could be too late.
What's keeping Rigodon? Come on, we gotta hurry.
It's now or never, Brigadier.
Well, come along, Mr. Fogg.
If he's not careful, Rigodon will get roasted. Up to the first floor, please, Koa.
Come on.
Hold on, I am coming to save you.
Kali has spoken. The infidel must die.
Don't worry, Rigodon. The cavalry's here. Jump, Rigodon.
Make sure you've got the girl.
Run, Rigodon.
Quickly, up here.
Cat!
What happened to Rigodon? Oh no! Hey, Rigodon, get up or they'll get you. Come on. No, you're going the wrong way. Over here.
Quickly, after them. They must be destroyed.
Do come along, Rigodon. I think we've...
Wait for me.
Get them. Bring them back.
Come on, Koa, get us out of here.
Don't let them get away.
Come on, Koa, faster, or those guys are gonna catch us.
Hang on, Rigodon. We'll soon be out of range. Steady as she goes, Tico.
And so it was that we escaped from the savages and rescued their beautiful hostage.
Look, she's waking up.
She's okay.
Stop for a moment, would you?
Yes, Monsieur Fogg. Whoa!
Don't worry, you're safe now.
Yay! Woohoo! Yay! Wah! Hello, welcome aboard.
My name is Willy Fogg, and I'm English. You were nearly sacrificed. This here is Rigodon. He rescued you.
Well, I could not just stand by and let those horrible savages kill you, could I, miss?
Brigadier Corn, attached to Her Majesty's regiment in India.
I am the one and only Tico.
You mean that I'm still alive?
Mm-hmm. You're not to exert yourself, you must rest.
Where are we going?
We're on our way to Allahabad. We should be there in an hour or two.
And so, as an addition to our party, we soon arrived in Allahabad, from where we would journey to Calcutta.
Find out what time our train leaves, would you, Rigodon?
At once, monsieur.
You fools. I suppose you and your friends think you're very clever escaping from the jungle, don't you, Mr. Willy Fogg? Well, you're not. Your journey will be over sooner than you think.
There are so many questions I'd like to ask you, young lady. I hardly know where to start.
We're all very curious as to how you came to be prepared as a sacrifice to the goddess Kali.
You see, we don't even know who you are, my dear.
I am Princess Romy. You see, I acquired the title when I married the late Raja. But my family in Bombay are simple merchants, not royalty. When I was young, I was sent to England for my education, and shortly after, my parents died and I became an orphan. They were victims of a typhoid epidemic, and when I returned to India, I was forced to wed the old Raja, who claimed that my parents had arranged it to secure my future.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Then, when the Raja died, I was told that I would have to die with him.
Why?
Why?
The Raja worshipped Kali, the goddess of death. Oh, please, could I go to Hong Kong with you? I have an uncle and aunt there, you see. They are my only relations, and I'm sure I could live with them.
Good idea.
Please, Mr. Fogg. I'm afraid those Kali followers will find me if I stay here. If those fanatics get their hands on me, they will surely take me back to the temple and sacrifice me to the goddess Kali.
Well,
we can't let these savages get their hands on the princess. I agree with you, my dear. The best place for you is in Hong Kong with your relatives. No doubt about it. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Fogg?
Yes. Rigodon, I want you to go and purchase another ticket for Calcutta.
Yes, sir. I'll go at once.
Hooray! This is the best news we've had so far, Princess Romy. I'd like to say...
Thank you.
And so our journey resumed once more in the company of Princess Romy. Before heading for Calcutta, we had to stop at Benares, where Brigadier Corn was to rejoin his regiment. Oh, mon Dieu, it was so sad to say goodbye to him.
Thanks for your help.
It's been a great honor to have assisted you in your remarkable journey, Mr. Fogg. I have every confidence you will complete it in 80 days.
You're too kind, Brigadier. Thank you.
Princess Romy, Mr. Fogg, goodbye to you all.
Goodbye,
Bye
sir.
now,
Goodbye,
Brigadier.
Farewell, my friend.
Good luck.
Do keep in touch, Brigadier.
Yes, of course.
As we waved goodbye to our friend Brigadier Corn, we headed to the nearest port, where we boarded a local paddle steamer that took us along the Indian coast to Calcutta. The docks were an hive of activity, full of travelers from near and far.
Come along, Bully!
Yes, sir.
With only 53 days left to complete our journey around the world, we boarded the ship Rangoon, bound for Hong Kong.
The Rangoon is anchored on the other side of the river. Climb in and I'll row you across.
Hello.
As soon as we get to Hong Kong, Princess Romy, we can reunite you with your aunt and uncle.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Fogg. You're most kind.
With Princess Romy at his side, my master, Monsieur Fogg, was very happy during the voyage, which is more than can be said for some of the other passengers. It was imperative that we reached Hong Kong within 12 days in order to catch the ship General Grant before it set sail for Yokohama and San Francisco. Thankfully, due to calm seas and a strong wind in our sails, we arrived there in good time. The first thing we did in this incredible place was to look for Princess Romy's relatives. Alas, the search was to have a tragic outcome.
Princess Romy, please accept my sincerest condolences. For your aunt and uncle to have died without your knowing must come as a great shock.
Oh, Mr. Fogg, I'm so lonely. They were my only relations. It seems as if some strange fate has decreed that I should live all alone and unhappy for the rest of my life.
Please don't cry. Oh! Princess! 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 I'm sorry if I startled you, Princess, but I've been thinking carefully about your predicament, and I have a proposition I would like to put to you. What would you think about coming back to England and living with us?
What? Dear Mr. Fogg, how very kind of you. I accept your offer with the greatest pleasure.
Excellent.
Wonderful! Hey! That's wonderful! I'm so happy, Princess Romy!
Rigadon, go down to the shipping office and book 3 cabins aboard the General Grant, if you please.
With pleasure, Monsieur Fogg. Come on, Tico.
Let's go, Rigadon!
When we arrived at Yokohama, Tico and I discovered that our old circus was in town. And we could not leave without visiting our old friends. We were even foolish enough to take up the circus owner Akita's offer to appear one last time in the big top. Oh, mon Dieu! I never thought I would see Tico being fired from a cannon again.
Tico!
Hoopla!
You'll be fired from the cannon with force that will leave you gasping for breath. Ladies and gentlemen, the bravest of them all, Tico!
I'm ready, Akita! I suppose it's too late to change my mind, huh? I can feel this headache coming on, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week we do it.
Watch him flying through the air.
Farewell, Tico.
3, 2, 1, fire!
Oh no, I'm off course! This is fun!
Good. He's okay.
Thank you, Tico. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the greatest night throw in all the world. I give you Maximilian!
I would ask you for complete silence. Ready?
What?
Here comes another. Goodbye, Rigadon.
Thank you, Monsieur Fogg.
Curse you, Willy Fogg. Now, the finale.
What?
Now. You get this off me.
If you ask me, Rigadon, his aim is not as good as it used to be. Come on, let's get out of here.
Back to the ship, everybody.
Goodbye, my friends. Have a good trip around the world. Fogg, I'm the one who made the bet, and I know we'll be exactly right on time. Fogg is my name, I like to play with my life in many ways, that's what they say. Here I am, I'm Rigadon, I'm a Tico, the mascot now.
It's my turn, the gentle touch. And mommy, they love me so much.
Hey, now stop. Leaving the thrills and spills of the circus behind us, we left Yokohama bound for America.
Well, my friends, I'm delighted to tell you that tomorrow we arrive in San Francisco.
Yes, and we are 2 days ahead of schedule.
2 days? Well, the sooner we get there, the better. I'm tired of being seasick. Aren't you?
You have been sick because you have eaten too much, Tico.
Rigadon!
You have not stopped since we left Hong Kong.
Yeah, you're right.
Whilst we celebrated what should have been our last night at sea, we had no idea that evil plans were afoot.
This will slow you down, Willy Fogg. those two idiots too, with any luck.
Wake up, Inspector! We're on fire! 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 We're on fire!
Well, somebody must get up there with some water and try to put those flames out.
Leave it to me, Captain.
Rigadon, throw down the line! Tie a bucket to that rope, sailor. We must douse the mast.
Aye, aye, Mr. Fogg.
Hurry!
Quick!
Give it your best shot, Rigadon.
He did it! He put it out!
We should use the same method on the other masts, Captain.
You heard, Mr. Fogg. Boys, so get moving.
It was a desperate race against time, but in the end it was useless. San Francisco lay only hours away, but our ship, the General Grant, was unable to take us there. With only 21 days left, the captain had an idea. If we could mend an old balloon that was in the old, it might be possible for us to reach the mainland in time to catch our connecting train to New York.
All we need now is some hot air to inflate it.
Don't worry, Mr. Fogg. Stoke up the boiler.
Come on, boys, put your backs into it. Willy Fogg is relying on us.
Hey, look, she's filling up!
I promised I'd get you to San Francisco somehow, Mr. Fogg. You'd better get in. She'll soon be ready for takeoff. Cut the ropes. You should be there in no time. Good luck.
Au revoir,
Thank you for your help, Captain.
Hey, Mr. Fogg, Mr. Fogg.
We're not rising very
I
fast.
think the captain is trying to attract our attention.
You've got two stowaways aboard.
Mamma mia, look!
Mr. Fogg, terribly sorry to be a nuisance, but my partner and I have urgent business in San Francisco, and I wondered if you could give us a lift, so to speak.
With all that extra weight, we might not get over the mountains. Perhaps I should cut them loose.
I think we'll be all right. Rigadon, turn off the fire.
Yes, monsieur.
That should do the trick.
Going up.
Think I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah! You don't lose me that easily, Willy Fogg.
Could I possibly borrow your cat, please, Inspector? If you want to be sick, use your own headgear.
It should be plain sailing from here.
And from here, San Francisco is just an up, a skip, and a jump away.
Quite so. And we're lucky to be traveling in such style and comfort.
And so, after 3 days drifting on the coastal breezes, we finally approached the city of San Francisco. Oh, mon Dieu! Had we known of the uproar our appearance was the cause, we would have landed outside the city limits and entered on foot.
Well, I'll be switched. What in tarnation is that?
Looks like one of them there hot air balloons.
Well, now I've seen everything.
Hey, how about a little target practice?
Why not?
We're going down rapidly. I'll do what I can to land safely, but you better hold on to something.
Don't worry, Princess. Everything's gonna be fine. Just hold on tight to Tico.
Okay, pipe down. I'll handle this.
Morning, folks. Name's Johnson. I'm sheriff in these parts. Mind telling me who you are and where you come from?
Willy Fogg's the name. I'm a British subject, traveling around the world.
Came all the way from England?
That's right. My friends and I were aboard the steamship General Grant, which was forced to stop for repair. As I couldn't afford to be delayed, I found my own transportation, and may I say what a pleasure it is to be here in San Francisco.
Well, sounds like he's telling the truth. What say we accompany these city slickers to the railroad station?
So we continued our journey across the Great Plains of America. Oh, mon Dieu! We were soon to discover what a wild and untamed territory this was.
Everybody stay down! Listen, stay here and keep your head down.
I will. Down!
Egad, we're under attack! Willy, wake up, wake up! Indians! What is it? We're being attacked by redskins!
This should come in very handy.
I too have something which we may find useful in this situation, monsieur.
Bravo, Rigodon.
Allow me. My colleague and I are both trained in the use of firearms.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Here, see what you can do with this.
All right. Oh, don't shoot so well on an empty stomach, sir.
It's a shock to learn that it's ever been empty. Now get cracking!
Yes, sir.
Don't be frightened, princess. When the going gets tough, just hold on to Tico. Ah!
There, Tico.
Our weapons are vastly superior. We should be able to scare them off with our firepower.
I think so too, sir.
Hey, Rigodon! Wait!
Tico!
Let me help you, Rigodon! Hey, what a great shot!
You should not be back here, Tico, mon ami.
Don't worry about me. I've got more lives than a cat.
Very well, Tico, mon brave. Then we shall fight them off together.
Shoot, Rigodon, shoot! Ah! There's another one! Get him! And one over there! Look out behind you!
Keep stoking the fire. The horses must be tired for now.
By Jove, Bully, we've done it! We showed those redskins! We did it! We did it!
It's quite safe to get up now, everybody. The Indians have gone, Princess.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, my baby. Oh. Are Tico and Rigodon safe?
Oh, we did it, monsieur.
We certainly did. Are you all right?
We came through it without injury.
We teach them a lesson they never forget, huh?
Well done, Tico. Well done.
Having escaped the Red Indians, the train continued on to Chicago. With only 13 days in which to win the wager, the weather was steadily worsening. By the time we reached the Great Lakes, a thick blanket of snow covered the ground.
Look, snow! And a lot of it!
Yes, it's falling quite heavily now.
Look!
Oh, so that's snow.
It is beautiful, but it may slow us down.
Don't worry, we'll be arriving in Chicago very soon.
So there is no need to worry.
What? No connecting trains on account of the snow?
That's right, Mr. Fogg, and this is the worst snowstorm to have hit the Midwest for maybe 50 or 60 years.
What?
Oh.
The entire Midwestern railway system is shut down now. Every mile of track is covered with a layer of snow at least 6 feet thick. You were lucky to get here. This train is the last one to move in or out of Chicago.
We're now in Chicago, Illinois. There's Buffalo in New York State. You will note that both lie on the shores of one of the Great Lakes. Therefore, we may yet reach Buffalo. Do you see?
I, for one, am completely in the dark of what importance are the Great Lakes.
They're frozen solid, you see, and can therefore be crossed by sled. Come, we must buy a sled immediately.
We were completely unaware that our footsteps were still being dogged by a wicked and malicious presence.
You have great perseverance, Fogg, but it will be to no avail. Neither you nor your companions will ever reach New York.
And so our journey continued by sled with unexpected speed.
I estimate our current speed to be 40 miles per hour, Rigodon. With Buffalo now less than 500 miles away, we should be there in 11 or 12 hours.
11 or 12 hours of this torture? Oh, mon Dieu!
It could be worse. At least we're on solid ground, eh, Rigodon?
There.
I'm slowing down. Huh? Useless piece of junk. Huh? Hey, wait a minute. Wait for me. Stop, I say, Captain!
If we hurry, we can just catch the train for New York. Run, Rigadon, hurry!
Here I come. The conductor said that if we had missed this train, we would have to have waited 12 hours for the next one.
Hey, Mr. Fogg, will we arrive in New York in time to catch the boat?
If we're to win the wager, then we must, Tico, but it'll be touch and go, I'm afraid.
After several days on board the express train, we finally reached New York. Hopefully in time to catch the boat to Liverpool. Oh, mon Dieu!
Go and find us a carriage, Rigadon, quickly.
Yes, monsieur.
Come along, my dear.
Whoa there!
Hurry!
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Oh.
Oh, no!
Oh, Willy, I'm so sorry.
I'm not beaten yet, Princess. Come along to the harbour. It's our last hope.
Onward, bully! Right you are, sir.
So, you are beaten at last, Mr. Willy Fogg. I'll keep an eye on you just the same.
But, Monsieur Fogg, there are so many ships here. Where shall we start? What about that one, Monsieur Fogg?
Yes, a fine ship, and furthermore, it appears to be leaving.
That flour must be kept dry. Take it below.
Ahoy there, on deck!
Yeah, mister, what can I do for you?
My name's Willy Fogg. Are you the ship's captain?
Captain Andrew Speedy, my ship's the Henrietta. She's the fastest vessel afloat, capable of 12 or 13 knots, given a fair wind, and I wouldn't trade my command for all the tea in China, Mr. Fogg.
May I ask, what's your destination, Captain?
We're to pick up a consignment of wine in Bordeaux, France.
I wonder, do you carry passengers as well as freight?
Absolutely not. They're constantly underfoot, undermining the efficiency of officers and crew alike. I take it that you and your friends are looking to book passage?
Mm-hmm. It is of the utmost importance that my friends and I reach Liverpool as soon as possible. We're experienced travelers and won't get in your way.
You must not have heard me.
I'll make it worth your while, Captain Speedy, I assure you.
Mr. Fogg, I told you I'm going to Bordeaux, France, and that's where I'm going. Do I make myself clear?
I'm prepared to be quite generous.
You needn't bother. $200 a head wouldn't change my mind.
Make that $2,000.
What? $2,000 per head?
Precisely, Captain. That's what I said.
How many in your party?
6 altogether.
We sail at 9 o'clock sharp. Passengers or no passengers?
We'll be here. Have no fear, Captain. Fetch the others, Rigadon. There isn't much time.
Rely on me, monsieur. And so, thanks to the ingenuity and persistence of my master, Monsieur Willy Fogg, we finally set sail from New York Harbor. We now had only 8 days left in which to return to the Reform Club in London and win the wager with Sullivan. Oh, mon Dieu, could we possibly make it in time?
There seems to be quite a storm brewing off our stern, Mr. Fogg. I assume that's what's causing these high winds.
Storm? No, sir. More like a hurricane.
What?
It's a tremendously destructive storm. Winds up to 60 miles an hour or more.
Oh, then whatever shall we do?
Never fear, Princess. The Henrietta is a sturdy vessel. We shall have to make full speed and try to sail through it.
What?
I'll inform the captain at once.
Princess, allow me to escort you to your cabin.
Very well. Whatever you say.
Mon Dieu, there is nothing quite so terrifying as a sea in full fury. The waves crashed over the bows as our vessel took the full force of the hurricane that raged around us. The Henrietta was first thrust into the air, then sent crashing back down into the angry seas. By morning, the storm had subsided, but our craft had paid a terrible price. Not a sail was left intact. Fortunately, the engines escaped damage, so that we could continue on our way.
Oh, no! Wow, my
my poor ship. Why did I listen to Willy Fogg?
Hello!
Oh!
It was your idea to sail through the hurricane at full throttle.
It was, Captain. You'll be reimbursed for any damage done by the storm, I assure you.
You're crazy. Have you any idea what kind of money you're talking about?
Around $20,000, I'd imagine.
Mr. Fogg! Mr. Fogg! Mr. Fogg, it's gone! The coal! We've used every last bit of it steaming through the hurricane. There's no more coal!
What? No more coal?
Sure! You burn a lot of fuel fighting a hurricane. It's best to take advantage of the prevailing winds to save fuel. If a boiler had exploded, the whole ship would have burnt down.
Yes, I see. Of course. Now, listen.
No. Not until you've paid for the damage you've done.
Yes, I quite agree. In fact, I'd like to pay for more than just the damage.
What do you mean?
Well, would you be interested in selling the Henrietta, Captain?
Oh, you want to buy the whole ship?
That's right. With the exception of the steel hull, this entire ship is made from wood. So, I intend to burn the wood as fuel in place of the coal.
I'm no fool. This ship is worth maybe $50,000.
My offer is $60,000. Is it a deal?
Ah, $60,000?
What?
Oh.
60,000?
That is all you have.
Do you accept my terms?
Mr. Fogg, I've had an idea. You're purchasing the Henrietta to use the wood aboard her for fuel. So you can have no use for the steel hull or the machinery.
True, Captain.
And you now want to sail directly to Liverpool. By which time, all that'll be left is the hull and the machinery.
Right again.
Fine. So, since you don't want 'em, Mr. Fogg, would you let me have 'em? What do you say?
Mm-hmm. An excellent idea. I have no use for them, so you may salvage whatever's left when we reach Liverpool.
Yeah?
Now, I think that's everything. Do we have a deal?
Yippee! We certainly do! Congratulations, sir. You're now a ship owner.
Well, here's what's left of the dining room. There you go.
Give it everything you've got, Willy.
My bed. No!
And so the final push to Liverpool began. We burned anything flammable in order to maintain full speed. My master was so determined to succeed that he took the wheel himself.
We'll burn the lifeboats next.
Yeah.
Stop yelling, Willy!
I didn't say a word, sir. It was the lifeboat.
Lifeboats can't talk. Get on with it.
Well, who do you suppose that was?
I haven't the foggiest.
Huh? Ooh.
Keep it coming, Charlie.
Right.
There you go. With my master, Monsieur Fogg, at the helm of the Henrietta, we ploughed through the choppy waters of the Atlantic Ocean. 78 days had already passed, but now we were just a few hundred miles from our goal. By the time we reached London, we would have circumnavigated the globe faster than anyone in history. But there was not a moment to spare. Full speed had to be maintained, so fixtures and fittings, rigging and decking were all sacrificed to the fire. By the time we docked at Liverpool, all that remained of the once handsome craft was a skeleton of steel.
Come, Bully!
Right out!
Thanks again, Captain Speedy. Without you and the Henrietta, we'd never have done it.
I hope you make it back to London in time. Good luck.
Next time, I should make sure you have enough coal before sailing.
Yeah, right you are, Mr. Fogg. Goodbye, in fact.
Farewell, Captain Speedy. Shall we? Welcome to England, Princess Romy.
Thank you.
Liverpool is one of our largest ports.
And now we're going to London.
Mm-hmm.
Monsieur Fogg, I know that you are glad to be in England, but we have a train to catch, remember?
It's 1:45. The train to London takes 6 hours precisely. It leaves in 20 minutes, which means we should arrive at King's Cross at 8:05 p.m.
How long to the Reform Club from there?
Not long. We should arrive back at the Reform Club with plenty of time to spare.
Wonderful.
But, sir, one moment. Look, we have only £10 left, sir.
Enough for the tickets, which we'll go and buy now. Come along.
Just a moment, Mr. Fogg. One moment, I want to talk to you. You're through. Your life of crime is over now that you're on British soil.
Come again, old boy.
Well, I am Inspector Dix of Scotland Yard.
Right, and I am Constable Bully.
Mr. Fogg, in the name of the Queen, you are hereby under arrest.
Is this a joke?
Does this look like a joke to you, sir? An official warrant for your arrest. It's been in my possession for almost 2 months now, but was not enforceable until you set foot back on British soil again.
You follow us around the world just for this? We thought you were our friend trying to help Monsieur Fogg. It was a tissue of lies.
I'm warning you, Rigodon. I'll arrest you for obstructing an officer of the law.
Hey, go!
Calm down. It's a simple case of mistaken identity. We'll go to the police station and get it sorted out in no time at all.
Enough time to miss the train?
They won't keep us long. I'd like to get this sorted out as quickly as possible.
You're here, Commissioner Rowan.
Yes, welcome back, Inspector.
I don't understand, sir. What are you doing here in Liverpool?
2 days ago, we caught the man who robbed the Bank of England.
But that's impossible, sir. We've trailed that thief Fogg for 2 months now. We've followed him all over the world, Commissioner. You've got the wrong man. A simple case of mistaken identity. I'm sure Willy Fogg did it. He's the thief.
But, Inspector, we're convinced that the man in our custody was responsible for the robbery.
You're mistaken.
He's given us a signed confession, Commissioner. We've searched his home and recovered all the money from the robbery, every penny. Once I had confronted him with the evidence, he knew there was no point in denying it.
That's excellent work, Sergeant. Now, you cad, lift up your head and let's have a look at you. Convinced, Inspector?
No, sir. Fogg was positively identified.
Well, take a look at this.
Well, they are very much alike.
So Fogg is innocent. It's as well you didn't arrest him.
Well, I'm afraid I did, sir.
You idiot! Scotland Yard will be the laughingstock of London. I only hope you haven't locked him up yet. Now, where is he?
In a cell in the basement, Commissioner.
What? Release him immediately!
Sir. Right away, sir.
Next one on the left.
Mr. Fogg, my apologies.
It's been a case of mistaken identity. Mr. Fogg, your resemblance to the real thief is amazing. Please accept my apologies for the stress we put you through.
I trust that means we are free to go.
Of course, Mr. Fogg. Inspector Dix, I want you to come here and apologize to Mr. Fogg personally.
Oh dear, I am truly sorry, Mr. Fogg. You can punch me on the nose.
I wouldn't dream of it, Inspector. You've wasted enough of my valuable time as it is. The only thing you can do now is to make sure we catch the London-bound train.
Leave it to me. Get our fastest coach and take them to the station.
Consider it done.
And as for you two,
Yes, sir.
you're both demoted as of now.
It was an honest mistake.
Oh, here
Hey,
you
I'm
are.
glad to see you.
It was all a mistake, my dear. Now we have no time to lose. We have a train to catch.
Let's go.
Right.
Come on, Tico, hurry.
What do you mean, hurry? I've been waiting for you, remember? Huh?
Full speed ahead, Rigodon. Come on. Hurry now.
I understand, monsieur.
Are we gonna make it, Mr. Fogg?
I hope so, Tico. If we miss the train, I'll lose the wager. Come on, we'll just make it.
You're clear.
We arrived at the station and caught our train in the nick of time. Oh, mon Dieu! Another 30 seconds and our journey around the world would have been in vain. All we had to do now was reach London and the Reform Club in time for my master to claim his victory. Because our train pulled into Euston Station behind schedule, we had only 5 minutes in which to get to the Reform Club. Oh, mon Dieu! It seemed like all of London was waiting anxiously for our return. Inside the Reform Club, the atmosphere was full of suspense.
Does that crowd out there really expect to see Willy Fogg?
Many of the citizens out there are readers of my newspaper and have wagered money on Willy Fogg's success.
That article of Ralph's convinced many of them that Mr. Fogg's journey was possible. The poor misguided creatures.
Well, as a gesture of fair play, I brought along my share of the money that Fogg would have won if he'd shown up in time. £5,000.
Poor old Fogg. Here's mine.
And mine too.
Add it to mine, and he stood to make
a small fortune.
20,000.
If he doesn't make it, I have his check. Let's see now. Where did I put it? Ah, yes, here it is. A check for £20,000 signed by Willy Fogg to all four of us.
And that check will be all ours in 2 minutes flat.
Hurry, die there. Can you not go any faster? Oh.
He's only got a minute and a half to get here.
I'm sorry to contradict you, my friend, but he's actually got less than a minute.
Somebody's coming!
Who's it? Hey, amazing, it's Willy Fogg.
Quickly, Princess Romy.
Hey!
I say!
Hey! Hey!
25 seconds.
Allez, hop!
15 seconds.
Huh?
It'll never make it.
Wanna bet? I can do better with my eyes closed. Ha! You see? I've always been a good shot.
Good evening, gentlemen.
It's impossible.
I say.
Willy Fogg, I don't believe it.
Good to see you all again. Hello, Ralph, Lord Guinness. I would have arrived home earlier, but for a slight delay on the Liverpool to Euston line. I was rather hoping we'd be back in time for tea.
What?
Never mind, we're here now.
Good show.
That means he went around the world in precisely 80 days, Lord Guinness. Hooray! Hooray!
3 cheers for Fogg. Yay, hooray!
I'm not sure that I can marry a rich man like you.
I beg you to reconsider, Princess.
Of course I'll marry you.
Mon Dieu, what an happy day that was.
That's quite enough shoving. Stay back there where you belong.
Hey, Diggs!
Hey, you're supposed to put your back into it, Constable Bully. Now keep 'em at bay.
Transfer and ruined.
I did my best. Fogg got lucky, that's all. It wasn't my fault. Give me another job and I'll show you how good I am.
Well, I happen to be looking for work myself. You don't know of anything, I suppose.
It seems that Willy Fogg has ruined both of us.
Stay back, I said. Stay back. They'll shoot me out. Now stop shoving.
Darling.
After you, my dear.
Thank you.
Hey, wait for me!
Yes, and for me. All aboard! Drive on! Yeah! And so our adventure had a very happy ending, for most of us, that is.
How many times do I have to tell you they can only go one way at a time, you ninny?
Sorry, Governor, I've got all busy. I couldn't help
Our story has come to an end. We hope you have enjoyed our 80-day adventure, traveling around the world with Willy Fogg.